And it's bow number 1.
That's 612 Endurance. This is Michael Tata, Steve Faber, a CBC member, Bill Purdy, and John Tunnicliffe. Familiar names to people rowing on the Charles.
Yep, listed as back again and again. A lot of these are very frequent rowers, racers, and head of the Charles, and many other regattas around the country.
Multiple head of the Charles championships in the single, double, and fours among these 4 racers.
Yeah, and they're being chased by bow number 2. That's Cambridge Boat Club, the aforementioned varsity quad. That's Jay Manson, Jim Pierce, Tom Darling, and John Grant. Jay taking his usual very tight line, an experienced sculler and navigator of the Charles.
They look good, don't they?
Looking pretty good coming through. But
that is how it's done. Looking good, CBC.
Yeah, go CBC. They're followed up by bow number 4, which is Club Nautico from San Juan. Alexander Zelsels, James Besser, James McLaughlin, and Steve Tucker.
That's a crew with an average age of 45. And they're feeling every year of it.
So they snuck by bow number 3, which is the other Cambridge Boat Club entry here. Patrice Rioux, Russ Murphy, Stan Vagar, and Charlie Andrews. Second year racing in this lineup.
I was a happy member of that crew a few years ago, and we medaled.
Yeah, it's a good
Looks
crew.
like they've upgraded, though.
Looking good, CBC. Now 7, following them up. Sam Cunningham Special, Conshohocken Rowing Club. Average age 29. So these are some of the younger entries. Alexander Stosko, Austin Velt, James Sinkovich, and Sam Cunningham. Sam Cunningham's a 7-time USA national team member. And the rest of them seem like they've been pretty experienced rowers. Looking at the notes, passing now bow 5, Rocky Mountain Rowing Club.
That's Pete Morelli, Ilya Kolesnikov, Mark Stormberg, and Mike Gasper. And that crew trains at 91 feet elevation. So they're barely breathing a hard breath here, I'm sure, today.
Yeah, this is easy for them. Bow 6 coming into view is the Sultans of Swing, Dartmouth Rowing Club out of Hanover, New Hampshire.
That's local favorites. Kurt Somerville, Pete Folger, Bill McNabb, and Tom Hull.
All alums at Dartmouth, racing together for 46 consecutive years.
And many, many important contributors to the sport of rowing in this boat. Kurt Somerville is one of the founders of Community Rowing. Bill McNabb's on the board at the head of the Charles.
Bow 9.
Well done, gentlemen.
Well done. Bow 9 behind them. Smooth Criminal, CRI entry. In bow 18 behind them, the Juicy Bruceys, a composite crew from Narragansett, Potomac, Riverside, and Seattle.
Number 10 is Community Rowing, a local entry. This boat consists of 2 former Cornell rowers and 2 former Harvard rowers. Nice to see them working it out and coming together to give it a run up the course.
And then bow 8 behind them, All-American Rowing Camp. Jim Dietz leading that boat. Bow 17 behind them, it's a composite crew. Cambridge Boat Club and the Twin Donuts. Two crews who raced on Friday in the double, did very well. Coming together and looking pretty good here. Followed them up, bow 11.
The Fat Cat Rowing Club. Dax Gunther, Eric Tellender, Austin Clayton, and Robert Morse.
Once lightweights, looks like 1993 grads. They're followed, or right next to them, OCU Stars, Oklahoma City University. Bow number 19 through the bridge. Okay, coming around the turn here is the 90s Special from Conshohocken Rowing Club. That's Jim Delaney, Nafa Smith, Karsten Schwarting, and William Beck. Hot on their tail, bow 12, Long Pond Rowing from Plymouth, Mass. And behind them is bow number 21, Fast Eddie, Station L Rowing Club in Portland, Oregon.
Keep your eye on them. That's number 21, moving nicely along the buoy line and well into the field ahead of them.
Coming up along the buoy line behind them in the red boat with the red and white striped oars, bow 15.
Did you call Long Pond 12?
Yeah. San Diego Rowing Club is bow 15.
San Diego always brings a pool of strong entries to the club, and this is one of them.
Yeah, big successful club. They show very nicely at all the major national regattas. Coming into view, white boat with the yellow unis is bow number 20.
That's Undine, one of the clubs on Boathouse Row in Philadelphia. It's Lawrence Fitzhenry, Joshua Reed, Robert Baldry, and Aaron Preedom. Go Undine.
Yeah, and they're followed up. Red unis, white boat, red oars, bow 22. The Blood Street Sculls, Old Lyme Rowing and Bald Street Sculling, Old Lyme, Connecticut. Gregory Hack, Robert Durham, Dale Hoxie, and Tom Stottlemyre.
And behind them is an entry from Austin, Texas. Another great rowing center, building momentum. They practice on Ladybird Lake next to the famous Congress Bat Bridge every day.
Behind
them, shows.
Yeah, behind them, RP3. That's bow 23. They're followed up by bow 14, which is Litchfield Hills. And in the black boat, bow 24, PBRA, Palm Beach Rowing. All of them previous winners of the fours and singles events at the head of the Charles. Average age of that crew is 56. Coming into view now, the Harvard Once Lights, Harvard University. White oars with the pink stripe. This crew, bow 13, is the oldest average age in the race. It's average age 75. All lightweight oarsmen from the 60s. Nice job, gentlemen.
Way to go.
They're followed up by bow number 27, Mohawk River.
And bow number 32, Long Beach. And Long Beach seems to have made a good push into the crews ahead of them.
They're followed up by bow number 26. It's a CRI crew, another one.
From Community Rowing up in Watertown. Looks like they've done some good work over the course of the season. They're looking good on the course here.
Bow 28 is next, another CRI crew.
And they're being pushed on the inside by local favorite number 30. This is a Belmont Hill alumni crew. Mark Findice, John White, Tim Fulham, and Dan Schley. I know at least 3 of those have been rowing together since high school in the 70s. They are trying to maintain their speed over these years as they push their average age up to into their mid-60s.
Yeah,
looking good, gentlemen.
Looking good. Another experienced coxswain in the bow, or steerer in the bow. He's coxing as well as steering. Mark Findice. Nice line, tight line going into the Eliot Bridge. Good group of alums. Next coming up here, bow number 29, University from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And behind them, another entry from Philly. So University and Malta Boat Clubs, both on Boathouse Row. They may have seen each other once or twice before.
Yeah, a few national champions in this boat: Michael Brown, Rush Fisher, Jeff Cutler, and Leonid Katolik.
And in boat 29, we have Sandor Frenetsky, Fred Dooling, Mike Halbert. We're noticing the stroke of the university crew that just went by is reporting his age at 89.
That's pretty impressive. Be out here at that age.